तो हम पढ़ रहे हैं वेक्टर, नोट्स बनाने हैं सबको अच्छे से, नोट्स में चेक करूंगा, मेक श्योर करना कि अभी से लिखना शुरू कर देना। एक्सक्यूज नहीं चाहिए कि सर ये रीजन हो गया था, नोट्स नहीं लिखे थे। नोट्स प्रॉपर होने चाहिए क्लास के बाद, ठीक है, हैंड रिटन नोट्स। मैं ये नोट्स नहीं भेजूंगा ग्रुप में अब, अनटिल अनलेस किसी ने मिस कर दिया, वो अलग बात है, उनको उनको पर्सनली भेजेंगे, लेकिन ग्रुप में नहीं भेजेंगे, ठीक है।
तो अभी
तो
मोशन या प्लेन स्टार्ट करेंगे।
हाँ, मोशन इन प्लेन और वेक्टर। तो वेक्टर की अगर हम बात करें तो दो क्वांटिटी की बात करते हैं हम, वेक्टर की नहीं, दो क्वांटिटी की, फिजिकल क्वांटिटी की। तो जो ये फिजिकल क्वांटिटी है, ये दो हैं, एक स्केलर क्वांटिटी और एक वेक्टर क्वांटिटी। स्केलर क्वांटिटी में हमें पता है कि सिर्फ मैग्नीट्यूड होती है, हम इस पे ज्यादा नहीं जाएंगे क्योंकि हमें पता है। यहाँ पे मैग्नीट्यूड होती है, डायरेक्शन होती है, प्लस वेक्टर एडिशन लॉ भी फॉलो होते हैं, प्लस वेक्टर एडिशन लॉ। और वेक्टर एडिशन लॉ की अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं तो हम दो चीजों की बात कर रहे हैं, कि जैसे पैरेललोग्राम लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन या ट्रायंगल लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन। ठीक, जैसे अगर हम इसमें देखें तो करंट की डायरेक्शन भी है, मैग्नीट्यूड भी है, लेकिन फिर भी वो स्केलर क्वांटिटी में आता है, क्योंकि देर इज नो डायरेक्शन इन केस ऑफ करंट। सेम वे, you have distance, we have studied this, we have displacement, sorry, speed, correct. Here if we take example, then we have displacement, we have velocity, we have acceleration, we have force, we have torque, correct. We have electric field, magnetic field, electric field, magnetic field. We have linear momentum. You can write in short also if you feel ki I'm writing too much. Example here, you have distance, speed, you have work. After work, you have pressure, you have potential, correct? You have energy, whether kinetic energy or potential energy. Why I'm writing all those? Because we have all these things in our syllabus. We mention there ki which one is scalar quantity and vector quantity. This is a quick revision where we wrote everything in one thing. Second, next topic is unit vector. In case of unit vector, whenever we explain any vector quantity, this vector quantity will be equal to the magnitude and unit vector. Okay, so unit vector is equal to a vector plus a vector. Right? We have studied this in the gravitation chapter, in electric field or magnetic field. Unit vector is important. Unit vector is the vector divided by magnitude. Okay, vector divided by magnitude. Example, if we take this a long line, this is tail, this one is head, and the length of this will show you magnitude. Length of this arrow will show you the magnitude. If it means more length, more amount. Small length, it means less amount. Next, we have equal vector. Equal vector means two vector have exactly same magnitude and same direction. It means two vector here have exactly same magnitude, same length, and same direction. Then you will call it as equal vector. Second, in the same sense, you have equal vector. Equal, no, we already did equal. Parallel. We have parallel vector. Parallel vector means two vector are parallel to each other, but their length or magnitude should be same is not necessary. Example, if you take this and this, so you can say both are parallel to each other, but their magnitude is not same. So they are parallel vector. So we have one point if you might get in your exam. All equal vector are parallel vector. All equal vector are parallel vector because all equal vector have are parallel to each other, but all parallel vector are not equal vector. Correct? It means this is also parallel vector because they are parallel to each other. That's why they are parallel vector. At the same time, they are equal vector. Very, very, very important. Okay? This line is extremely important for your direct statement in case you get in the physics. So, third, you have anti-parallel vector. In case of anti-parallel vector, they will be opposite to each other. It means if A magnitude is this, B will be this. This is A, this is B. Okay. In this case, angle will be 180 degree. Correct? Anti-parallel. Then you have null vector or zero vector. As the name suggests, it does not exist because magnitude is zero and direction will be arbitrary. Magnitude is zero and direction is not fixed, arbitrary, because it does not exist. It can be in any direction. Okay. If you feel you are not able to write everything, let me know. I'll give you enough time. Okay. But write fast. Don't write everything perfectly. Write keyword. Next, vector in same plane. You know, same plane means in 2D. They are present in 2D. In that case, we need resultant vector. And for resultant vector, we need minimum 3 vector. For resultant 0, we need minimum 3 vector. Okay. It means, example, if you have A vector this, you have B vector this, then this resultant vector will make it 0. Net will be 0 in this case. Correct? In a plane. Example, in 1D. See, this is 1D. If you take this A vector and if you take this minus A vector. Any doubt? Here 2 is sufficient, but this is not plane. We are talking about plane 2D. In 2D you need 3. If we are talking about non-coplanar, not present in the same plane, then you need minimum 4 vector because it's like 3D. It's like 3D. Got it? Next, we are talking about polar vector. Polar vector means vector that depend upon the point of application where you are applying. Where you are applying. So it will depend upon point of application where you are applying this magnitude point of application. In this point of application, your example force depend upon where you are applying that. Displacement depend upon from where you are starting. Where is your starting point? Correct? In force and displacement, it depend upon the initial and final value. That's why polar vector. And in polar vector, you might make mistake. That's why I am marking this important. Anything marked with this color is really, really important. Okay? So polar vector depend where you are applying the force, where you are applying the displacement. So what is the initial point? What is the final point? That is polar vector. Next, axial vector. As the name suggests, axial vector work in the rotation. So whenever you will talk about, let's take angular momentum, torque, there you will apply axial vector. Correct? If you rotate anything by 360, it will remain same. If we rotate anything by 2 pi or 360 degree, it will remain same. It does not matter. Anything. Example, you have this vector A. You rotate this by 360, it will remain same. Okay. So this is rotation vector. In rotation, angular momentum, torque, you will talk about the axial vector. Example, I will write torque, angular momentum. Okay. Next, angle between the vector. How you will consider angle between the vector? Now, you can take between tail or between head. Example, this. If you take between tail, you can take this angle, or if you take between head, you can take this angle. So remember, always it lie between two tail or two head. Two tail or two head. Most of time, you must have seen in parallelogram law of accretion or triangle law of accretion, we use this angle between the tail. Okay, next. Vector resolution. If you have like in one direction and then you want to resolve it, how to resolve? Example, you have x-axis and y-axis. This is your vector A. This is your vector A. Now, and this is angle theta. So you have two part. Here you will have AX and here you will have AY. Correct? If this is theta, can you say your AX will be A cos theta and AY will be A sin theta? Any doubt? Tell me, are you just writing or you are able to understand everything what am saying? Or like it's easy to understand?
Yes, sir. Vector resolution, can you say again, sir?
Yes. Vector resolution means you will have vector in any random direction, not in X or Y. Then you have to resolve it in two segments, X-axis and Y-axis. So wherever you have theta will be cos theta and opposite side will be sin theta. This is the normal rule. Wherever you have theta, it becomes cos theta. Other side will become sin theta. What happened to Chandana? Okay. So based on these basic information, this is really important because sometimes we try to jump to the main topic like triangle law of accretion, parallelogram law of accretion, which is important. But if we don't understand this basic thing, it's difficult to understand physics in general. Okay. So come to the topic of the triangle law. In case of triangle law, what will you see? Example, you have to take this and this. This is vector A, this is vector B. Now you will see resultant between the which is opposite side. So net will be 0 because resultant in the opposite direction. It will cancel out. I said we take always angle between the tail. So we took between the tail. Correct. If you draw perpendicular to the B like this and you consider this angle theta, then you know opposite side is perpendicular. So it will be B sine theta and same side will be B cos theta. Vector resolution. B have two segments sine theta and cos theta. Correct. In this case, if you calculate resultant R value, it will be A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta under root. Okay? Under root. Any doubt? Very, very, very popular. You use this multiple places. Even in the wave optics, we did the same thing. Okay? Even in the wave optics, we use the same thing. One more. Hello.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Chandra. Happy Yugadi. You are celebrating Yugadi today. And you have class, Chandana. Like, can you attend this class? Yeah, join fast. Any doubt, guys? So this is very popular formula of vector addition, and not only here, even in parallelogram law of vector addition, formula is same. If you calculate 10 alpha, you know perpendicular by base. What is perpendicular? B sine theta. Divide by what is total base? A plus B cos theta. Any doubt? This was important. And remember, you will never make mistake here. You can make mistake only in theta. What is theta? Theta is not between resultant and A. Theta is the angle between A and B. Okay. If you draw a parallel to this B, example, this is A, this is B. If you draw parallel to this B, what will happen? This angle will be theta. Okay, between AB, you have theta. Between A and resultant, you have alpha. Example, if you draw resultant like this, resultant, then this will be alpha. Any doubt? So this angle, where you are taking angle is extremely important. Where you are taking angle is extremely important because in parallel, this is parallelogram by the way. In parallelogram and triangle law of vector addition are exactly same in formula, but how you take it is different. Okay, this is parallelogram. Remember, theta is taken between A and B, and alpha is taken with resultant. Imagine if your theta is 0. In case if theta is 0, your cos 0 will be equal to 1. Correct? If theta is 90 degree, cos 90 value will be 0. And if theta is 180 degree, what is the cos 180 value, Pratigya?
Minus
Yeah, cos
1.
1 minus 1. That's why in case when theta is 0, it means both A and B will in the same line. Your resultant will be having maximum value A magnitude plus B magnitude. Okay, but in the vector form. Vector form. If you take 180, they will cancel out each other. If they cancel out each other, you will have minimum resultant A vector minus B vector. Any doubts? And if you take theta 90 cos 90 is 0, then you know you will take the resultant in this case. If A and B, this is A, this is B, both are 90 degree to each other, and you are taking resultant of this, what will be the resultant? A square plus B square, something like your Pythagoras theorem. Normal like your Pythagoras theorem. In this case, R will be A square plus B square the whole under. Got it? Any doubt? This is very, very, very popular. Come to the dot product and cross product. You know, you get a lot of question from this. Mhm. Dot product and cross product. If you take dot product is scalar quantity and cross product is vector quantity. Dot product is A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. Here A cross B is equal to AB sin theta along with unit vector, because here direction is important. Why we are writing unit vector? Unit vector telling us that we have particular direction. Example I'll give you. Example, if you take E dot ds, then it will become E ds cos theta. If you take P cross E, P cross E, then it will be PE sin theta. Correct? Second, you know F dot ds is equal to F ds cos theta, which is equal to work. Correct? E dot ds is equal to phi. I am just writing formula so it will help you to remember work done this. Here, you know, this was also equal to torque. This was equal to torque. Okay, torque. And you know, torque is also equal to R cross F, same cross product, or you know, uh, your angular momentum L is equal to R cross P linear momentum. Correct? Angular momentum is equal to R cross P linear momentum. Correct? So scalar quantity have dot product, vector quantity have cross product, and these are the application part and formula, so you can remember this again and again. Right? Continue with this. Let me know if you miss anything. I will go back and you can write. So in this case, example, if you have A vector and B vector, remember angle is always taken between the tail or between head. Most of time we will take between the tail. If A and B vector are given there, in this case, if you want to calculate cos theta, then you know it will be equal to A dot B vector divided by A unit vector and B unit vector. Sorry, not unit vector, magnitude. Correct. If we calculate here, same between A and B, between A and B, you have some angle theta, but this time unit vector will be perpendicular to AB. It will be perpendicular to AB. So your C vector will be equal to A cross B. So your C vector is perpendicular to A vector as well as your C vector is perpendicular to B vector. Any doubt? That is very, very special. If you see, this will follow the commutative law. In case of commutative law, you know A dot B will be equal to B dot A. But it do not follow commutative law. It means A cross B will not be equal to B cross A. A cross B will not be equal to B cross A. Correct? Example. If you know your torque is equal to P cross E, then you will have correct formula. But torque cannot be equal to E cross P. Your value will change. This is wrong. This is right. Okay. Same way, most of the law are followed by the dot product but not cross product, like distributive nature. Distributive laws say that if you have A vector, take it with the B plus C vector, then it will be equal to A dot B plus A dot C. But this do not happen in case of vector. I think I will take this part first, only vector, and then we'll go with the projectile motion. Key vector, then question, then projectile motion, again question. It will be too long, so we'll do the basic part. Okay. Now coming to the very popular part of dot product and cross products. Example, if you take I dot I or J dot J or K dot K, it will be equal to 1. Why? Whenever you have same quantity, it means in this case you have only x direction. Here you have y direction. Here you have z direction. Only one direction. Both are in x direction. So in this case, theta will be 0 and you know cos 0 is equal to 1. Correct? But if you take I dot j or j dot k or k dot I, it will be equal to 0. Why? Because one is x-axis, another is y-axis. Example, this is x, this is y. This is y, this is z. So both are perpendicular to each other. Theta is equal to 90 and cos 90 is equal to 0. Correct? That's why this is extremely important, as I am mentioning the important, highlighting important point with this color. Okay, very, very, very important.
So what you did from the beginning?
We are doing vector. Chandana, this is the last topic of it.
Okay.
I think you will not face issue in vector because you have in math as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Huh. So in this case, what will happen? I cross J will be equal to K. Why? Because we said A cross B will form C and C is perpendicular to both. K is representing Z axis, J is representing Y axis, and I is representing X axis. So this Z is perpendicular to Y as well as this Z is perpendicular to X. Okay, it is perpendicular to the both. That's why I cross J.
Good morning, sir. Sorry for
Good,
joining.
good morning, Sarah. How is your health?
It's better now, sir.
Okay. So we are doing vectors. I think you did vector in the 12th math also, right?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. So after this, we'll do question. So I cross J will form K because Z axis is perpendicular to both X and Y. Same way, if you take J cross A, it will form I because I is perpendicular to both of this. And if you take K cross I, it will form J. Okay? Very important. So, Chandana, tell me if what happen if I take I cross I or J cross J or K cross K.
So 1
Zero.
is a 0.
Because we know in cross product we have sine theta. In dot product we have cos theta. If in all this case they are in same direction, both are in x, both in y, both in z, so theta is 0 and you we know sine 0 is equal to 0. Okay, this is very important. Imagine in cross product same thing is 0 but dot product it become 1. Okay, in dot product it become 1. Last topic, if you have two value, example, your a vector is given in the three form: x-axis I cap, y-axis j cap, and z-axis k cap, and you take b vector, b x-axis, b y-axis, b z-axis. Okay, if you take like this, then you know c is equal to a cross b. C is equal to a cross b. When you take cross product, guys, and we will do exactly same thing, exactly ditto same thing in case of torque. Torque is equal to r cross f, or angular momentum is equal to r cross p. You will use same method, and I will directly solve question of the torque, and you will feel, ki, sir, this is very easy. You will write here ax, ay, az, bx, by, bz. Right? If you take c vector in this case, if you take c vector in this case, what will happen? First, you will cancel first row. Ignore first row if you want to take, because if you want to take I, you need j and k. If you want to take I, you need j and k. So if you take I, ignore I row, it will be ay and bz cross like this and this, minus it will be az by. Correct? Then you take minus j. Hello, Ugadi. Okay. So were celebrating. We were having class at that. Sure, sure. Okay. So if you take j axis, you always take minus j. Then you will like not consider j axis. Take another part. Ax bz minus az bx. Correct? Plus k cap, and in k you will not consider k row. It will be ax by minus ay bx. Any doubt? Very, very important. We got many questions from the this torque torque question. I'll directly solve it. So this is the thing. Make sure you write this down, especially dot product and cross product. Uh, Sara and Chandana, for both of you, I will send this PDF personally. Who are joining from the beginning will not get PDF. Example, I am sending you now, but for projectile motion, remaining part, I will not send you anything. You have to write and you have to send me notes after the call. Okay.
Yes.
So now I'll solve question and I'm sending to both of you. I want to tell you one more thing because we will do question of torque as well along with this topic. That when we are doing torque, it is the rotational effect of force. When you apply force, body move. Here, when we apply force, body rotates. So, along with this, I am teaching you torque, so we can directly solve torque question. Torque is the rotational effect of the force. In this case, along with the force, one important factor which is important is R. This R is not radius, it is perpendicular distance. Remember this word, perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance. Even if you remember, when we were calculating torque and we said torque is equal to P cross E, torque is equal to P cross E, then we said ki, okay, these are the electric field lines. In this case, if you see, so this is the dipole which have 2L length. If you remember, we were not considering the length of dipole. We were considering the perpendicular distance. We were considering the perpendicular distance. So, in perpendicular distance, you will see ki if this is theta, then this will be equal to 2 sine theta. This will be equal to 2L cos theta. Make sense, guys? Do you remember
Yes.
this? We were not considering the actual length. We were considering the perpendicular distance. That's why it's very crucial, whether it is normal distance or perpendicular distance. So when you calculated perpendicular distance and this charge is like plus Q minus Q, then you knew that the torque is equal to what is charge? Q. Uh, what is the length? 2L sine theta. Correct? And into force. Into 1 minute. So using the same formula, you know torque is equal to R cross F. R cross F. Correct? So torque is equal to what is R value perpendicular distance? 2L sine theta. What is F? Q into E. Q into 2L you know is equal to P. E sine theta. Correct? How we got this? Because we have perpendicular distance, not normal distance. So note it down and understand this properly. Note it down, understand this properly. See, so this part. Make sure you remember all the formula properly. Torque is equal to R cross F, not F cross R. If you write F cross R, it will be wrong, or you have to take negative sign. You have to take negative sign. You can write same thing in this form. Minus F cross R, minus sign. Second, correlate with the electric field. Torque is equal to PE sin theta. With magnetic field, MB sin theta, or M cross B, like how we had P cross E. And in galvanometer, same torque is equal to K theta. If you rotate more, there will be more rotation. Done. This topic is done. And now we can solve question. See first question. Find the torque about the origin where force value is this. Act on the particle whose position vector. Remember, this R is position vector. This is position vector. You can write down this perpendicular distance is also position vector. Right? So do it in the same way. When while you are solving, I'll give you small hint. When you are writing force vector, write like this: 0 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 0 k cap. Here, in case of position vector, 0 I cap plus 0 j cap plus 2 k cap. And now you calculate torque R cross F. Apply the same method. This table
Sir, minus 6i.
minus 6i. So, guys, when you will write, always you will first write R and then F, because if you make it ulta, everything will become ulta. Okay, first R, then F. So, if you see what is your R value in, like, you don't need table, you can solve without table as well. R value is 0, 0, K, 2, and F value is 0, 3, K. Correct? If you write I cap, this is 0 and this is minus 6. Minus J cap, take remove middle one, everything will be 0. Plus K cap, if you remove last one, everything will be 0. So final answer is minus 6 I cap. One method is,
Can you explain again?
yes, sure. So I will write question number 23 from rotation. Remember, remaining you can recall. So what is your force value? 3 J cap. Your position vector, 2 K cap. You have to calculate torque. You know torque is equal to R cross F. Never write F before. In this situation, when you write like this R cross F, it will be equal to, second, when you are writing force, writing in the complete form, only J is given, your I cap is 0, your J cap is this, and your K cap is 0. That's why it is not written. Same way, in your R you write like 0 I cap plus 0 J cap plus 2 K cap. What will be the benefit? You can easily correlate I, J, K. First is your R. R is 0, 0, 2. And F is 0, 3, 0. Correct? If you apply formula R cross F, first you take I cap, remove this layer and make other two. 0 multiplied by 0 is 0, minus 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. Remove. Then minus J, minus J cap. If you take this row, 3 multiplied by 0 is 0, minus 0 multiplied by 0 is 0, plus k. How I did? I did like this. Uh, 3 multiplied by 0, 0, 0 multiplied by 0, 0. Okay. Last k cap. If you take k cap, last row you will remove 0 multiplied by 3. Get out. That's why
Last
ultimate
one,
ultimate value. Hanvita,
Which one did you use for last one?
see, when you are doing k cap, then you will remove this part and then cross multiply. Okay.
Huh.
If you are taking j cap, you will remove this part and then you will do cross multiply. Got it?
Yes, sir.
There is second method also to make it easy. Your R cross F, your R is 2k cap cross with 3g cap. So 3 2 is 6. But k cap cross j cap will be minus I. Okay. J cross k will be I and k cross j is minus I. Okay, so it will be minus I cap. Any doubt? This is the straightforward answer. You should know both. You should know both. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Because in long question you need upper one, and for short question like this, direct. Just imagine this kind of question you had in your paper in 2020, where you simply multiply both. K cross j will be minus I. Done. Chandana, how you did this question? Full or simply like k cross j is minus I?
the last one, simple method.
Simple method. But example in this case 24, you have to do the first one. Remember, at this position, around this. So it's like this is R2, this is R1. Okay. And you, when you calculate position vector, it is R2 minus R1 vector. Okay. R2 minus R1. So you calculate
Then my answer is option C.
option C. Option C is correct. Okay. Because see, 2 minus 2 will be 0, 0 I cap. 0 minus 2 plus 2 j cap. Minus 3 minus minus 2 minus k cap. This will be your R vector value. F is already given. So if you calculate, then question number 24. If you calculate R vector, it will be R2 minus R1. R2 is 2 I cap plus 0 j cap minus 3 k cap minus R1 vector 2 I cap minus 2 j cap minus 2 k cap. Okay. So if you say R vector 2 minus 2, 0. 0 minus minus 2 plus 2j and minus 3 plus 2k minus k. Okay, this is the value. If this is the value and force value is given in the question, what was the force value? 4 I cap plus 5 j cap plus minus 6 k cap. These two values are given. You want to calculate torque. Torque is equal to R cross F. your R value is 0, 2, minus 1. F value is 4, 5, minus 6. Correct? I cap. Remove first row and multiply other. Minus 12, minus 5. Okay. Minus J cap. If you remove middle layer, this is 0, minus 4. Plus K cap. Your last row is removed 0, minus 8. Okay. So if you say minus 12 plus 5, minus 7. This is minus 4J and this one is 8K minus. Anybody have doubt? Minus 8.
No, sir.
Okay. Done. So you can imagine कि you are applying same vector addition. Then this solve everybody, and you have to solve questions and in the group. One concept here I will add here only if I get space. Question given कि angular momentum is conserved. Angular momentum is represented by L. Linear momentum is represented by P. P is equal to mv and L is equal to mvr. Okay, it's like how you have force in this case F, and force version in this case is torque, which is equal to R cross F. Same way, you can say this is R cross P. Okay, same way, this is R cross P. Got it? So, if you understand this and you are saying कि linear momentum is constant, you know in laws of motion, according to second law, Newton's law, Newton law of motion, external force is equal to change in linear momentum by change in time. Do you remember this? First law says that the body, if in rest, remain in rest, if in motion, remain in motion, unless you don't apply external force. Okay. Second law says that if you apply, first says you should not apply. Second says in case if you apply more force, there will be more momentum, more motion. And third law says okay, you already applied force, now you have to see the consequence. Every action have equal and opposite reaction. Got it? Exactly in same way, version of this we have torque. Torque, if you see external torque, it will be equal to dl by dt. That's why if you follow the rotation motion separately, it look difficult. But if you compare with your normal force, everything looks similar. Everything looks similar. Any doubt? In this question, it is saying your angular momentum is conserved. Conserve means it remains same. It means delta L value will be 0. If delta L value is 0, what will be your external torque? Torque will be 0. Okay, this formula is really important. Just correlate with this formula, will be easy. If it is conserved, then external torque will be 0. In same way, if you calculate here, law of conservation of linear momentum. If momentum is conserved, is constant, can we say external force will be zero? Why? Because if it is conserved, it means fixed. It means change in momentum is zero. If change in momentum is zero, external force is zero. Or in what you say in case of law of conservation of linear momentum, you say if you are not applying any external force, you can then apply momentum conservation. Exactly same method. Everything is correlated with the force. So it means if you are good in laws of motion, trust me, 70% of the chapter is already done. You just need to know some part of the center of mass, which is crucial, and moment of inertia. That's all. Everything else is makes sense. If it makes sense, solve this question.
We have to do R cross F only, right?
Yeah. This value should be equal to 0. Am I right? R value 2 minus 6 minus 12. Alpha 3 plus 3 plus 6. Hmm.
Sir,
Yes, Pratikya.
सर मैं अल्फा की जगह मैं ए लिख दी हूँ
अल्फा की जगह
ए लिख दी हूँ
कोई बात नहीं, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Correct. So, guys, if you calculate this, first value will become 0 because it will become plus 36 minus 36. If you take J, it will be so. If you take minus J, so this minus minus will become plus. It will be like minus 12 J cap and minus 12 alpha J cap. Correct. And in case of K cap, it will be like 12 K cap minus minus plus will be plus 12 alpha K cap. Everything becomes 0. So you can calculate. If in the sincere way you put I value 1, then it will become minus 24 J cap. But if you put alpha value minus 1, it will become plus, they will cancel out. If you put alpha value -1 here, they will be cancelled out. That's what we are looking for. So answer will be Tanvi, can you hear?
Yes, sir.
So we are doing vectors. We are done
Yes,
with
sir.
the vector. Application of vector we are doing in the torque and angular momentum. And
Okay,
this
sir.
is one application.
Sir, I had a doubt from one of the questions in motion in a straight line.
Motion in straight line.
Yeah, only one
Sure.
question there.
Yeah, sure.
Question number 18, sir. When you're free, can you just do that?
Yes, we'll do that. Anybody have doubt, guys, in this question, or should I explain this again? Anyone?
So for K cap, can you explain?
Yeah. So I will write here. What was the question number? 26.
26. Yes.
So in this, we have R value to I cap minus 6 J cap minus 12 K cap. Force value is equal to alpha I cap plus 3 J cap plus 6 K cap. Okay. We are saying ki angular momentum is conserved. If angular momentum conserved, it means according to the upper formula, our torque will be 0. Torque is equal to R cross F, which is equal to 0. Also equal to apply this method. I minus J K. In I you have 2 minus 6 minus 12. In F you have alpha 3 and 6. Correct? Apply value. First take I cap. Remove the, don't consider I row. Minus 36 minus. Another will be minus 36. Okay, it will be cancelled out. It becomes 0. J cap. Remove J cap row 6 to the 12 minus 12 alpha. K cap 3 to the 6 minus minus uh, huh? minus 6 alpha. I think I made mistake in the calculation there, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
sir.
So this will cancel out because one is plus, another is minus. If you take minus J, this will be like 12 plus 12 alpha. And here if you take K, it is 6 plus 6 alpha. You want to make everything 0 because torque is 0. How to make 0? You can put different value directly because if you do calculation, it will take time. And your options are 2, 0, 1, minus 1. If you put alpha value 0 here, then it will stay back. So it cannot be overall 0. It will stay back. It cannot be overall 0. So 0 is not possible. If you put alpha value 1, then J will become minus 24. K will become 12. If you put minus 1 here, then what will happen? Minus J, this is 12, it will become minus 12. This is 6, it will become minus 6. So cancel out each other, net will be 0. Make sense? Any doubt?
No doubt, sir. I understood now.
Hmm. Anybody who face issue can ask question. Question number 27. When a mass is rotating in a plane about the fixed axis, angular momentum is directed along. Angular momentum is directed along. Angular momentum is equal to R cross P. Okay. Angular momentum is equal to R cross P. We already did this. What is the direction of angular momentum? According to the basic vector rule, where we said C vector is equal to A vector cross B vector, it means C is perpendicular to A and C is also perpendicular to B. can we say here this angular momentum is perpendicular to R and angular momentum is perpendicular to P? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Simple. P is equal to A cross B in according to the cross product. So this question is done. 28th question. 1 minute.
Sir, option C.
Option C. See,
So option D.
we are saying force, position vector and torque. We know torque is equal to R cross
No,
F.
sir, that
Correct? Vector product is torque. If you take scalar product of R dot torque, it means torque and position vector both are in the same line. Correct? Correct? If you take zero angle between them, it will become zero. And if you take force into torque, they are perpendicular to each other. What will be cos 90 value? 0. Here cos 90 value 0. Why? Because torque is always perpendicular to position vector. Torque is always perpendicular to the force. So angle between them is 90 degree. Correct? Angle between them is 90 degree. In dot product, 90 means 0. Understood? So this can we say from rotation chapter 1 topic related to angular like torque and angular momentum is almost done. Example, you have almost same question. Solve it. 32 and 33 and stand in the group. Simple, straightforward question. You have to apply R cross F. Actually, we are doing vector, dot product and cross product, but here it is application. And finishing almost 20% of this chapter.
Sir, option D.
Yes, guys. Done.
Sir, option D.
Option D for 32
Yes.
and 33.
Yes. 33 option B, sir.
When today I taught this topic of axial vector, then I said all the rotation property you will study are axial vector. See, axial vector, whatever you will study in the rotation chapter,
Yes, sir.
whether angular momentum, whether torque, whatever you are studying in this chapter is axial vector if it is vector quantity. Okay, how? Example, if your fan is rotating, its vector will be perpendicular to the rotation of the fan. That is your stick that connects the roof with the fan. That stick is the axial vector in this case. Understood? Perpendicular. And 32 is D. Everybody got this? You should get. Rayan, Pratigya, Sara, Marinder, Chandana, and Anvita. What is couple? Sara. Couple is when two forces are acting together in equal
Then
and
equal
opposite
and
direction.
opposite force.
Example, if you have a tap and on the top of tap you have this structure that happened that is used to close the tap or open the tap. So you put one thumb here, one finger here, another finger another side, and then you apply force. So two force in equal and opposite direction, and it will rotate. Whether you open it or close it, it will rotate. So that is couple. Couple means two force applying simultaneously in opposite direction, so they will support each other. Like when you use to open or close the tap, you apply couple. Okay, note it down. Couple, two equal and opposite force, and in this case, net force is zero, but it will cause rotation motion. It means there is torque. I will write here. With this, we almost covered this topic. Couple. Couple is two equal and opposite force. So net force zero. Uh, Responsible for torque only. for torque, or you can say rotation motion. Done. So we are done with this topic. Extremely important. You can see there are many questions based on this. And when we'll do this chapter, I'll say that we already did this. Look at this part. Question number 8 and 9. Proper vector. 3 vector you have. A dot B is 0. It means A dot B. What is the angle between A and B in this case?
90
Tanvi.
degree.
Yes, 90 degree, because we know AB cos theta is equal to 0, and cos 90 value is 0. It means theta is equal to 90 degree. It means A is perpendicular to B. AC is also 0. It means A is perpendicular to C. Correct? So A is perpendicular to B. A is perpendicular to C. Correct? Then vector parallel to A will be B cross C, because it is proper vector quantity. This is B, this is C, this is B, this is C, this is A. A is perpendicular to B, A is perpendicular to C. Which vector will be parallel to A? Cross product of B and C. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Cross product of B and C will give this. Next question. A and B are two vector and theta angle between them is this. What will be the theta value? AB
60
cos
degrees.
theta equal to under root 3 AB sin theta.
Sir, option D.
So 1 by root 3 is equal to sin theta by cos theta, 10. So what will be the angle in this case? 30? No, 60. Hmm.
60 only.
So A cross B is AB sin theta.
Oh yeah. And that's why I wrote ulta, I guess. Correct? Because A cross B is AB sin theta is equal to under root 3 AB cos theta. AB cancel. Cos theta will come to this side. It will become tan theta is equal to under root 3. So it is 60. What I did, I made it ulta, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, 10th question. I will ask one by one. Barinder, angle between AB is theta. Value of product of B cross A dot A is equal to. Barinder, 0. Why? Because B cross A will give you C. In vector quantity, you know, if you have A vector, B vector, their vector product will give you C. This C is perpendicular to A. This C is also perpendicular to B. Correct? So you will get C dot A. We already said this C is perpendicular to A. In this case, theta will be 90 degree and cos 90 is 0. Any doubt? Barinder?
So can I can say?
Yes. I will say it here. So question is, B cross A dot A is equal to what? Correct? That's why they ask me.
Yes, sir.
मशीन आ गई मतलब कौन सी मशीन? अच्छा हाँ हाँ एक मिनट. So you know guys, if you take C vector, this is A vector cross B vector. A vector cross B vector, right? Is C vector. So we can say C vector uh, dot A vector. We have to calculate value. When you are calculating value, you need to know what is the angle between them, because we know CA
Sir,
cos
but A
theta.
cross B is not equal to B cross A, right?
Yeah, minus C you can take, right?
Yes, sir.
Minus C. So minus CA cos theta. We need to know what is the angle in this case. We know if you are taking vector, so C is always perpendicular to A. C is also perpendicular to B. Correct? Makes sense? So through this, through vector product, we said C is perpendicular to A, means angle between C and A is 90 degree. So it means our theta value is 90 degree and cos 90 is 0. Any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Next question, Anvita. Anvita.
So,
Yes.
still like that theta is equal to 60 minus, but after that, like, what do we
You
do?
have to apply formula of triangle of factorization R is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta under root. Okay. Correct. That's how you get resultant either A plus B or A minus B, right?
Yeah.
So what is the cos 60 value? 1 by 2.
1
Yeah.
So can you say this will be the answer? Right? Any
Understood.
doubt? 12th, Sarah. Same repeated question. Sarah. Same question like question number 10. Exactly same. No statement change. The only statement difference is here you have if, nil 12th you don't have if. Then here you
So
have
one
value
more
of product.
difference.
Here you have triple product.
So
Triple
in
word.
the 10 number question, A is later, and in the 12 number question, A is in the front.
Yeah. Yeah. In 10 number question, A is given later. Here A is given before. So what is the answer?
The differences are there, sir.
Yes, there are differences. Correct, Sarah? Same question, exactly same, but still different. Same, still different. So our vector product is done. Scalar or vector?
Zero.
Yes,
So could you explain 12th?
yes. So in you will take B cross A is a vector quantity which will give you C vector. Correct? It will give you C vector, same like 10th question. Now, you know C is perpendicular to A and C is perpendicular to B in vector quantity. This is how it happens. C is equal to A cross B or minus C is equal to B cross A. Correct? It means angle between C and A is 90 degree. Angle between C and B is 90 degree. It is asking what is the dot product of A dot C. You know this will be equal to AC cos theta. Theta value is 90 degree and cos 90 is 0. Ask you a question again. Okay, same like this. See, you have B, you have B cross A, which is equal to C minus. A remains same. Their dot product will be cos theta. We have to calculate what is the angle. We know according to the cross product C is equal to A cross B. It means C is perpendicular to A and C is perpendicular to B. Perpendicular means angle 90 degree. We got the angle 90 degree. Cos 90 value is 0. Any doubt, Sarah?
Okay, sir. Okay. No, sir. No doubt.
I think, Sarah, you missed the first part of this notes because every single thing what we wrote in the notes you have here. Cross product vector. A cross B will be AB sine theta. Here, A and B cross product will give you C. Okay? C is equal to A cross B. So C is perpendicular to A as well as C perpendicular to B. This was really
Yes, sir.
important.
While going through notes, I skipped that part because I couldn't understand properly.
Yeah. Now you understood this? What is the meaning?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Remember in vector, your resultant is perpendicular to both the vector. Your resultant is perpendicular to both the vectors. Your resultant is perpendicular to both the vectors. That's why in this you use n cap. What is the meaning of n cap? The unit vector. This is a vector quantity. That's why you use unit vector. In scalar, this is not vector quantity. That's why we are not using any vector form in scalar or dot product. Okay. So let me check from this chapter. Yesterday we were doing kinematic. We had some questions. Kinematic motion in straight line. Tanvi, you had doubt from this question number 18.
Sir, I had doubt in question number 18.
This one, no?
Yes, sir.
So in this question, you have velocity in the form of x. If you have velocity in the form of t, example 2t square plus 4t, something like that. In this case, acceleration calculation is easy because you will do differentiation of
Directly double
velocity.
differential, yeah.
Differentiation with respect to time because your
Yes, sir.
value is given in the form of time and you are differentiating with respect to time. Here it is not possible because your values are given in the form of x, not
Sir, so that
time.
v times dx by dt, right?
Yes. So that's why you will apply here formula A is equal to V dV by dx. Your velocity
Yes, sir.
value is fixed B x raised to power 2n. This is the value. Now you will
Okay,
differentiation of what
multiply
is given.
this. Okay.
You will differentiate this.
Yes.
So whatever is your value will come into the multiply
Yes, sir. Minus 2n times b times x to the power of minus 2n minus 1.
and minus 2n minus 1, right? So
Sir,
it
isn't it
become minus.
minus 2 and minus 1?
No, this power is also there, na? You add the power.
Oh, oh yes, sir.
This was only for the second thing, only for
Okay,
this. But you had value for this also, na?
okay, understood, sir.
So you add the power.
Yes, sir.
Were you getting like this D option because you were
Yeah,
writing
yeah,
minus?
that's what I was getting. And I didn't understand how b square came. I was very confused. I forgot to multiply v with dv by dx, sir. I did dv by dx, and
But you did not multiply with V.
yeah.
Okay. So
So one
this
second,
is
I'll
the
just copy it down.
sure. So this is the another form of acceleration. Acceleration have three formula. One, A is equal to dv by dt, or second, uh, d square x by dt square, double differentiation basically, and third, v is equal v dv by dx. So if you have your velocity value in the form of time, apply first formula. If you have displacement, apply second formula. If you have velocity in the form of displacement, apply third. And we wrote all three yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Even in this motion in plane, you have some scalar and vector quantity. You need to know which one is this. First, after Chandana Pratigya, which of the following is not true? Pressure is a vector quantity.
False.
Or pressure is a scalar quantity. And I wrote intentionally in our notes. If you see our notes today, when we did this, so I wrote this word pressure also. Most of the quantity what we have in our full syllabus I wrote. So it is a scalar quantity. Correct? Next. Uh, next. Relative density is a scalar quantity. Pratigya? Yes. Coefficient of viscosity is scalar quantity. Yes. Surface tension scalar quantity. Yes. So you can add more relative density, coefficient of viscosity, and surface tension. As I mentioned already, this is the benefit of these nodes. We can add more. We can add here relative density, surface tension, coefficient of viscosity. Okay. वीडियो देख लो यूट्यूब पे टॉपिक है ना सब बुक के सारे टॉपिक एक ऑर्गेनिक any doubt guys? So all of you add in your notes where you wrote these things. Okay. Next. Okay. Add all these value. Next. Sarah, not a vector quantity.
So work is not a vector quantity.
Yes, we wrote all displacement, electric field, acceleration in our vector. Work is given in the scalar quantity. Correct. Next, Tanvi, not vector quantity.
Speed.
Speed is not vector quantity. Next, Barinder, a vector cross 0 will be equal to zero vector. This is very special. anything you multiply any scalar with the vector, your result will be vector. Okay, so I will add in your notes. Here. When we were talking about zero vector, if you multiply any vector with 0, it will lead to the zero vector, not zero vector. We discuss about this topic, very important. When you multiply any vector quantity with scalar, result will be vector. When a vector is multiplied with scalar, note it down, result is vector. Result is vector. Okay. Vector multiply with scalar, result is vector. Got it? This is done. Pratigya. Which of the following statement is true? A through F have magnitude and direction indicated. What will be final value? If you take B plus C, B is this is C, then it should, you don't have any, it should be like this, right? If you have B and C, the resultant should be this direction, not given. Second, D plus C. C is this. Where is D? This. Then its resultant will be, should be this. You don't have anything like that. D and E. D is this. E is this. Your resultant should be this. You have, make sense? F have same direction. If you take last B, this is B and this is E. Resultant should be this. Any doubt? Any doubt?
Can you show the question number one?
Can I show the question?
One.
Question number 1. Sure. Chandana, next question.
हाँ, sir, हो गया.
हाँ, चंदना, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ये समझ में आया सबको?
तो वहाँ पर भेक्टर क्वालिटी दिख है.
Sir, option B.
डन चंदना.
Sir, option B, root 0.11.
Root 0.11. You have a unit vector represented by this. What is the calculation of this? Whenever you have any vector quantity, under root of this will give you unit vector. Unit vector means value is 1. Okay. So unit vector which is equal to 1 will be equal to 0.5 square plus 0.8 square plus c square whole under root. So if you remove under root, it will still become 1 is equal to 0.25 plus 0.64 plus c square. Correct? 64 plus 25, 89 will go to another side, will become minus. So 1 minus 0.89 is equal to c square. It will be equal to 0.11. And if you remove scale, it will. Any doubt, guys?
No, sir.
You have one more question. Vector addition and analysis. Yeah. Angle between two vector of magnitude 12 and 18 when the resultant is 24. Let's take this one is 18, second is 12. Their resultant is 24. What should be the angle between them? Theta. R square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Correct? You have a value, you have b value, you have r value. Tell me your answer, everybody. Approximately, not exact. Approximately. You can use calculator to make it fast also. You can use calculator to make it fast. Twenty-four multiply 24, 576. Then this a square, b square will go to another side. Square of 12 is 144. Square of 18 is
Cos theta equal to 0.25.
0.25
And
approximately.
yes, and then I just
0.25, 1 by 4.
cos
So it will be near to, no, it's difficult to tell the number.
Cos
So you
theta
can
comes to 0.25, then how to
0.25, you know, cos 45 is 1 by 2. Cos 60 is root 3 by 2, which is equal to 1.7 by 2. Correct? So approximately 0.85. And if it is 1 by 4, no. There will be something else. No. Cos 60 value is 1 by 2, na? And cos 90 value 0. So anything lie between this. A is not possible. Answer will be from B or C if it is 1 by 4. Because between 60 and between 90. Anything lie between 60 and 19, average is this. Remember, you cannot calculate the exact number. How I calculated? We know cos 60 value is equal to 1 by 2. Cos 90 value is 0. This is what we know. Correct? Now you got value that is 1 by 4 between both of this. And if you say angle, take average of these two, is approximately 75. Make sense? Approximately. You can't calculate that. If they give 75.5, 76, 77, you can't calculate. We are getting like approx number. Understood, everybody?
yes, sir.
Sir, I didn't understand this one.
Alex. See, Sarah. In this question, you have a vector which is what?
सर मैं 5 मिनट में आती हूँ.
Okay, Pratigya. You have B vector which is 18. You have resultant of these two which is 24. You have to calculate angle between them. Okay, it's like if you have AB, this is A, this is B, this is resultant R between them. you have to calculate angle. You know R is according to triangle law of vector addition, a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta under root. Okay, so R square will be equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. R is 24, 24 square is 576, a square is 144. What is 18 square? 18 multiplied by 18, 324 plus 2 into what is the value of this? A 12, B 18 into cos theta. Okay, these two value, if you add them, then it will be 468. So 468 will go to this side, will be equal to 24 multiplied by 18, 432. 432 cos theta. Okay, so what is this number? 108. 432 will go to denominator, is equal to cos theta. It is approximately, I guess, equal to 1 by 4. Any doubt, Sarah, till here?
No, sir, no doubt.
So what I am saying, कि we know if you have cos angle and their values. If cos 60 value is 1 by 2, cos 90 value is 0. Now you are getting value between these two. It means angle will be also between them, between 60 and 90 average. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Anybody have doubt?
No, sir.
So that's all about this class. Quickly send me your notes, what you wrote,